What's going on, everyone? I went and got myself another Jetta. I'm just cleaning her out now. I went and got her yesterday. I got a really good deal on it and I couldn't pass it up. She drives great. It's a 2.0. It's automatic. But the front end is crashed. But it was still too good to pass up, considering the timing was just done. Just 5,000 miles ago. It only has 120 miles, 120,000 miles on it. When I drove it home, she drove really well, almost better than my car. So that's my other Jetta right there. So the engine's not compatible, but they are GLSs with the same color leather, and initially I was going to use it for a parts car because I thought the front end was really trashed. It's broken. So I thought the car was no good. I thought I wouldn't even be able to drive it home. It was just a spur of the moment deal that got dropped on my lap. And so I took the offer without really knowing the full condition of the car. I did see a small picture of it from the front end, the crash side. But from what I heard, I was like, I'm taking that joint because it was cheap. Shit. So I looked at her, and I couldn't even get the hood open when I got it home to look at the engine. I was pretty sure it was a 2.0, but I wasn't even sure. So I opened. I had to take the bumper off and the bracket off, which was all hanging, and the hood had collapsed kind of inside the latch mechanism, so it kind of like made it stuck. So I had to get in there and take the screws out and try to pry it off, and the trigger lever in the inside here, that was shot. So eventually I got the hood open, and when I really looked at the damage, it wasn't a whole lot. The frame is bent substantially on the front end side, but that's like kind of like the impact beam. The engine was not damaged. The radiator was slightly pushed in, but there's no leaks. Well, that's pretty awesome. I've been into Volkswagens for a long time, and this would be my fifth Jetta so far. And I remember when Fast and the Furious came out, the first one, and that was right around the time where I had fallen in love with Volkswagens, and I wanted a Jetta so bad. And and through perseverance, I ended up working my way up from the older model Jettas. I had an 86, then I moved up to a 92, and eventually I got a 95, and that was pretty awesome because that was a Fast and the Furious model. I had a red one, and that shit was decked out. I had 17 white racing rims on it, huge wing, front touring bumper, which drops really low. It's really beastly. I had built some side skirts on it, and tons of mods. I had a catback Tectonics with the chip, intake. I did a bunch of shit to that car. But I had always, wanted it. I've always been attracted to it. So, if you just work for something and always, have it in mind and have goals for it, I would never think I would have one of these Mark IVs. I would think I thought they were so out of my reach at the time. I was like, oh, they're so expensive. I would just love to get in one and drive one, just to get the feel of it, because I was really in love with the Mark IV model. And it was like my dream car. And it really much still is. If I made $1 million tomorrow, I would probably soup up a Volkswagen Jetta, because it's just what I like. Of course, I'd probably fucking buy a high-end car, but this is my dream car. This is my baby. I don't ask for much. And you live a humble life. What goes around comes around, and karma's a bitch. That's why I think, I do good onto others. I wonder if there's anything in this card. What do you think? I do good onto others. And, it comes around back at you. You know how much I paid for this car? $100. $100. So, things come your way. It may not seem like it sometimes, but when I look back and, think about all that I've achieved, this is my 5th Volkswagen Jetta. It's something that I've always wanted to get and had goals for. I set myself up to go to college, and I'm graduating this summer, doing media production, so I get to have a profession where I get to do graphics, special effects, work with audio, work with cameras and film, and all types of cool shit. I'm really excited about that. So a lot of investing, and originally this car was an investment, because I thought maybe even if I couldn't use it and only could use it for parts, I would still make my money back tenfold. And but you do good things, you live a good life, and things come back to you. You do have good things in your life if you know where to look at them. If you know what to look for, you see them all the time. So the leather's kind of funky on this seat, on this passenger seat. Definitely need to clean the shit out of it. Take you to the front end. So the engine runs really great. It's in really good condition. Transmission shifts pretty well. It's pretty clean. So this is the damaged area. You see these beams come out from the body. And they're your cushion for the engine. So these come out just beyond the radiator. So if you have a front end impact, the support beam here, I had to order one of these last night. The support beam will push in this cushion beam, and it causes it to collapse. Now, if it was even harder than that, it would cause the engine mount to come down, and the engine would collapse and fall down. So because this is here as acting as a cushion, when the impact came in, it did push the radiator over just a little bit, but it didn't affect anything. It didn't break it. It broke the bracket, the radiator support bracket, and it bent everything on the front, and just this, and the other one's intact on this side. So you see it only bent that way. So there's one here and the other one. So if you get one from this side, the same thing happens where that beam will collapse down from the impact. That's how they're designed. So this is the area here where it's got the bend. You can feel the crease in the metal. It should be flat, like straight across, but it's dropping down. It really didn't drop much. It shifted a tad for the engine. It dropped a little bit, but not really anything dramatic. So I ordered the parts, new headlights, and I'm gonna try to get this back together because she runs great, and this is all cosmetic besides for this beam that's damaged, which this is really makes the repair exceed the value of the car right here. That's why I got it for so fucking cheap, because you don't want to invest the money to fix it. But other than that, I mean, that's just, that's not affecting anything aside from not lining the front bracket up to the bumper. So if I can straighten that out more, and even if I can't get it all the way up, I can put a support plate right here and fix it to where it would be initially the beam would be placed. So I ordered the new support bracket, and I'll be able to line it up there so I can get a bumper in to fit in somewhat flush to the side. You dig? But other than that, for $100, she drives great. And I ordered a set of tail lights because this back tail light is busted up. So I'm just gonna take my tail lights and swap them to this car, I think. And take the new tail lights for the VR.